So, the new One Piece chapter just came out a couple of days ago, and it was an absolute banger. I was personally really bored with One Piece throughout most of Wano, but since Egghead, Oda has been turning up, and 1094 finally revealed the true power and strength of the Gorosei. Jay Garcia Saturn, the warrior god of science and defense, finally enters the battle, and oh boy, his appearance might give more away than we currently can predict. As Luffy and Kizaru are fighting, Luffy lands a huge punch on Kizaru, but quickly turns into Grandpa Luffy once again and deflates, losing his Gear 5 form. Just as that is about to happen, a strange summoning circle appears in the middle of Egghead. An explosion of gigantic size takes place. A summoning portal, as Zoro points out, is opening. Relatively close to where Luffy deflated, Jay Garcia Saturn shows up, rising from a huge cloud of ash and smoke, and here he stands or sits or whatever on his 8 legs. Yes, that is his power. You see that right? I also could not believe it, and holy damn do I like this design. This mix of bull and spider struck a nerve, so I immediately searched the internet, and of course other people were faster than me. So first of all, this summoning circle is the same symbol that has been seen a couple of times in association with the word government. What is it? Well, who knows? It's hard to tell, but it almost seems so different from everything we've seen so far. So, like, it could be a gate to hell, a demon. We don't really know what's going on. His power and the way it's introduced is so different from all the devil fruit powers we've seen so far. But like, what is he? Is he like a fucking? Is he a devil fruit, or is he not a devil fruit? We don't really know. It seems like he is a devil fruit, but we know what his appearance is based off. Some Lovecraftian monster that can make people's head explode by looking at them? No. Seriously, he clearly is a yokai. His 8 legs resemble that of a spider, and his head and horns resemble that of a bull. Coincidentally, there's one that exists just like that called Ushi Oni. The Ushi Oni is a Japanese folklore about a spider with a bull's head living close to the beach together with his wife, the Nure Onna. Here they lure unsuspecting victims to death by intimidating a baby. By imitating a baby, after which the Ushi Onna tramples the victim as the Nuri Onna pulls the victim into the water. Interestingly enough, the Ushi Oni is also known as one of the guardians to the gates of hell, together with his brother Meso, who's a horse. So, what does any of this say? We clearly know that at least one Gorosei is inspired by a yokai. So, could there be more yokai? Well, luckily, we have seen the silhouettes of the elders, and they all seem to match the yokai, but sadly, I have to tell y'all, there's no horse in here. None of them silhouettes look like a horse, but maybe there's a horse somewhere. Some people were already back at it again and came up with some comparisons. So they fished out all the yokai in Japanese folklore and compared them with the appearance of some of these characters. So here are some people saying that St. Marcus could be the Habazaki, St. Ethan Baron could be Kurobosu, Topman Valkyrie could be the yokai of Baku. The one that could be the most interesting, though, of course, would be Emu. So, ever since Emu is in the anime manga, people have been wondering, what the fuck is he? Why does he look like this? He's drawn very distinctly from most other people. So, that's why a lot of people pointed out how Emu backwards spells Umi. Well, given the fact that the 5 Gorosei are based on yokai, why wouldn't Emu also be based on one? I mean, it could be. If that's a fact, then Emu could fittingly be Umi, or more to be more precise, the Umibosu in Japanese folklore, who are huge sea monsters that are only seen from the shoulders up. They are huge black blobs with like a skin of like that of ink, and just with these huge eyes. And just like Emu, basically. They are said to swallow storms and huge maelstroms or destroy the ships outright. The only way to escape a Umi is at the bottom of a barrel, and this is where the theories start rolling and get very interesting. So, if it wasn't for this whole barrel, I wouldn't even bring this up, okay? But given the fact that in episode 1, or chapter 2 to be more precise, what happens to Ruffy? Well, he travels out into the world on a ship for the first time, and he screams onto the world of his dream of becoming king of the pirates. And 2 seconds later, a huge maelstrom opens up beneath him, swallowing his ship. And the only way he survives is in the bottom of a barrel. Okay? So, it's interesting if you look at it. Maybe Umi's been here all along. Maybe she's been pulling strings all along. Maybe she can somehow control the water, not with like 100% power, but somehow she can control it. Maybe. Why not? Who knows? It could be a possibility. It's at least very interesting that the only way he survives it is through the bottom of a barrel, and it's kind of funny. It would just make sense in this whole Umi thing. It might just be a coincidence. We don't really know. Most likely it will be a coincidence. But hey, if Umi's actually that Umi Bosu, and that's her ability, and she or he was actually the first person to try and to stop Luffy from becoming the king of the pirates, because they must have known that he's eaten the gum fruit and is on the way to travel out into the world. So who knows? What do y'all think about this one theory? I think it's a nice theory. That's actually the one I actually sort of like the most. Yeah. Doesn't sound so stupid, that theory, does it? Well, really, that's all the ideas that sprang out of this chapter. Did y'all come up with any more? What did you learn? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm really hyped for One Piece. I think the peak is finally here. The story was kind of for a long time, but since Egghead, it's been going down, guys. It has been going down. Have a great day.